Northwest difference.
For Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and the Inland Northwest, this is KXLY News 4 Weekend.
A Spokane Valley hotel is shaken up by a gunshot, but a 7-hour standoff ends quietly. Good evening, I'm Shannon Brinias.
And I'm Darin, Watkins. The standoff ended peacefully tonight at the Red Lion Hotel on Sullivan in the Spokane Valley. 36-year-old Larry Boulger surrendered to deputies about 7 o'clock tonight. Authorities say hotel employees asked Boulger to leave about noon today, but the man refused.
They sent someone up to the room, knocked on the door and confronted him, asked him to leave, and he denied the request. What he did do, however, was stand apparently in the doorway at such an angle to where one of the staff members was able to look through the room into a mirror and did see a firearm being held by Mr. Boulger at his back.
Authorities say Boulger gave up that gun, but not before firing a shot into the ceiling of room 374. That's in the hotel's back wing. Hotel manager says Boulger trashed the room and caused several $1,000s in damage. Boulger is in jail tonight, facing charges of first-degree malicious mischief. About 50 hotel guests were evacuated during that standoff.
2 bodies found in a car in downtown Spokane are now believed to be the result of an execution-style killing. Late last night, investigators ruled out the cause of the deaths as suicide after a search revealed no weapon was inside the car. The bodies of a black man and a white woman were found leaning against each other in the front seat of a Buick Regal parked near the Safeway store on 3rd and Ash. The man who discovered the bodies tells us both victims appeared to have been shot behind the ear. Workers in the Safeway say they noticed the car with its motor running at 7:30 that morning. Autopsies will be done tomorrow to learn more about how the 2 victims died. A paroled child rapist goes into hiding on Spokane's South Hill, saying he's been driven out of his meat home by neighbors who don't want him there. Authorities warned residents that Donald Torkelson had been let out of prison and had moved home. That sparked this protest by about 20 residents Saturday. Members of the newly formed Sexual Predators Education League say they don't want a convicted child rapist living near their children.
It's 1994, and adults in America continue to have sex with children, and the criminal justice system seems to treat it with kid gloves. Many prosecutors' offices treat these cases as if they were processing insurance claims. They come in and out. The plea bargaining system does nobody any good in this issue because all studies and statistics say that the vast majority of these offenders cannot be rehabilitated.
But Torkelson says he's a first-time offender and should get a second chance to prove himself. Torkelson served a 6-year sentence for abusing 5 children.
A suspect in a child molestation case is on his way back to Spokane after a confusing controversy almost set him free. 36-year-old Joseph Davis waived extradition in the Chicago area and is expected back here in Spokane tomorrow to face 2 counts of first-degree child molestation. Davis was first arrested on Wednesday, but Spokane police told authorities there not to hold him. Chicago authorities then accused police here in Spokane of allowing Davis to be let go. Then Davis was arrested again Friday, but this time Spokane police ordered him returned to face charges. Spokane Police Chief Terry Mangan has been called to speak before the Spokane City Council about the matter at this week's meeting. Teenagers may dismiss advice about gangs and drugs when it comes from adults, but it's a different story when the warnings are coming from someone they can relate to. At Lakeside High School this week, the Community Action Team put on a program where kids teach kids about tough issues. In a new kind of group therapy, leaders talk about what it means to be down and then pull themselves back up again. Just ask former gang member Armondo Luna.
It was like an awakening. I just woke up. It was like, and I just, when I was a little kid, I used to say in school what I wanted to be and everything. I wanted to be teachers and all that cool stuff. I never wanted to be a criminal or nothing like that, And so, I finally woke up to that little kid again.
What woke him up was being able to help. The Community Action Team, though, is not without its critics. District 81 has not allowed the group to perform in any Spokane schools. But Lakeside's principal says he thought the group's message about self-esteem hit home.
Do you worry when you see your kids sad, lonely, or angry? Well, sometimes it's hard to know how you can help them feel good again. As part of our special parenting tips, psychologist Paul Domitor tells us what we can do to build our kids' self-esteem.
don't systematically criticize your kids and put them down and chip away at what is their gift, their natural gift, which is a good sense of self. In terms of that potential is there. Do everything you can to bring that out. See the good things, catch your kids doing right.
Well, tomorrow on our KXLY Agenda for Action, we'll take you inside the juvenile justice system. Our question of the day, does juvenile detention work? Tune in to KXLY News Radio 920 tomorrow morning at 11:30 when we'll talk about making kids responsible for their own mistakes. On KXLY News 4 at 5, we'll hear from kids who have spent time behind bars. Have they learned a lesson that will keep them out of prison for the rest of their lives? We hope you'll join us this week, and stay tuned for more information about a special town hall meeting where we'll hear from you about the issues that we've brought up all month long in our Agenda for Action.
Don't let today's sunshine fool you. Is that right?
Winter is still here.
Yeah, well, it's coming. I think we're going to see snow through the middle of the week, then a bit of a cold snap for the week's end. Right now, though, yeah, it's pretty quiet out there. Temperatures are going to be on the warm side overnight with a fair amount of cloud cover to help insulate us. These are your current readings across the Northwest. I think here in Spokane overnight will drop down to about 30, 31 degrees. Now, there is snow in the offing. I think it won't be coming tomorrow morning, but you can see there's an upper level low up here in the Gulf of Alaska. Latest forecast charts say this thing is going to develop snow over our area tomorrow afternoon and keep it going off and on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then by Thursday, we're going to get a colder northerly flow that'll dry us out. But our forecast tomorrow calling for snow in the Spokane area with rain down south across the Palouse. Our high up to 38. That should be early in the day. So Shannon and Darin, looks like we're in for a snowy week. I'll have more details in about 10 minutes.
Just when you thought it was safe to have spring again. Not for a while. Well, a new week has begun in Bosnia. Coming up next on KXLY News 4. Latest on whether Sarajevo residents may also have a peaceful week.
And for anyone who thinks they don't have the talents to win a gold, silver, or bronze, watch this new event. We'll bring you the Lillehammer of lounging.